Race number 6, a Class 3. This is over the 1650 and headed by a horse who heads to Happy Valley for the first time on race night, and that is Chunghwa Spirit. Course and distance for the first time for him. Jade Fortune was a course and distance winner in June. Flying Quest, first time for him as well over the 1650 at the Valley. Dr. Winwin, another first starter for Frankie Law, first up since March. Magnetism behind Inventor last time out. Acclaim Lights, who's won in this trip, just a different class, and Istanbul Bay jumps up from the 1200 to the 1650.
Cheerful Boy, he likes to jump, he likes to roll, and he likes to do it at his own pace and not be pestered. And there's a chance he can get that here. So Red a Lot, Jade Fortune might be able to sit a bit handy. I think Dr. Winwin's a chance of maybe being in the spot where Jade Fortune is, but Happy Journey's a query runner. Where's he going to end up? He's going to be posted in that diagram, as you can see. Chunghwa Spirit, I think for his first run, probably goes back. Magnetism maybe drops to last or tries to get outside of the leader, for me.
Chunghwa Spirit's the first one we'll have a look at here. He's stepping up in trip, but he's done enough work to step up to the 1650. Did run over 1400 metres last start and does come to Happy Valley here for the first time, but his action suggests, and what I've seen here suggests that it wouldn't be a problem. Here's the 2 bits of work from him. Here's the second bit now, and Zach Purden's on board for this track work on the 9th, and he'll take them out on race day as well. So that's Chunghwa Spirit. Next one we'll take a look at here is Magnetism. Karis Teaton aboard for this particular one. He's going nice enough. He's just got this awkward draw to contend with. So it will be interesting to see where he is in the running. And Joe Moreira rode him last time. I wonder if Joe would have ridden him again. So you're probably getting a good price with Karis on him. And he's riding, here's his second bit here as well. And another nice piece from him. So he has been working well, this horse. It's just the draw where he's going to be in the
Well, that's the question mark, isn't it? Does he travel forward, try and get outside a Cheerful Boy, or does he drop back? It's one or the other. They won't do anything half-hearted, I wouldn't have thought. OK, we'll come back and have a look at Magnetism again in a second. Let's start off with Zach ago. There's Zach Purden. He'll be riding Chunghwa Spirit.
Chunghwa Spirit, Zach, last time out on the turn, you looked the certain winner. What happened?
Yeah, he's probably just up in the ratings a little bit now and just finding it a little bit harder for him. I think going to the Valley is a little bit of a softer option. He's racing well. He's probably racing the best he's raced here in Hong Kong. So you know, he's in good form and I expect him to run well. Any concerns about him running the mile? You know, I think the short of straight will suit him and take care of the 1650 worry. It's just a matter of getting the right run for him.
He's looked very consistent, hasn't he? That was Diamond King. Beating was behind 50-50 the start before that.
Yeah. So he had 8 starts. He's done very little wrong. Yeah, that Diamond King form is outstanding, as you've just touched on. So he's got to be a great chance, and I think he can just sit in and he'll get his opportunity to run over them again. Yeah,
I think the 1650 is ideal for him, and no disgrace in losing to Diamond King there. As you said, he's in good form, and he's come out of good form race and he's backed it up. Diamond King's second up record's fantastic, so no worries with that squad. All
right, he should still be swinging as they turn for home. We touched on Magnetism, where he's going to be in the run. This is course and distance effort from him, finishing 3rd.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad run from him. And Jade Fortune is the one I'm actually more interested in, because he got knocked over earlier in the straight there and just ran home, basically. He was well back and almost pulled up at the end. So he's going to get a better run, and he's improved, Jade Fortune.
From 10, does he roll forward, you would have thought?
I'd say he would, yeah. And he's the one that can get outside the lead, because he has got some gates.
Yeah, well, Magnetism's drawn 11 alongside, so potentially
could come across.
They could both come across. I mean, you look at Magnetism's form, generally he does get back, but there have been times in the past where he's had a change of tactic and been more forward.
All right, so he's the question mark. That's Magnetism. Acclaim Lights, he's won in a lower grades over the 1650. We're having a look at him here at Sha Tin, and this is a pretty good effort over a trip, probably short of his best.
Yeah, and I thought it was a really good run, because he ran a really nice 4th. He should get a good run. And again, this is Marvel Tribe winning, and Marvel Tribe again comes out of that same sort of form lines as Chunghwa Spirit and Diamond King and that. So you can get a line for him there. And look, I expect him to run well with the lightweight.
I must admit, I've always thought he's just a genuine Class 4 galloper, but this season he might be able to take another step looking at that run. His trials as well before that were terrific. He sort of matched it there with Primero, I think it was, final stages. So he's taken 20 starts, but he might have found a few lengths in the off-season.
Yeah, fantastic 8 has run well again since. So he's towards the bottom of the handicap. Chunghwa Spirit at the top.
Yeah, I'm looking towards the top for the first 2 anyway, with Chunghwa Spirit and Jade Fortune. Jade Fortune should get a nicer run, and he's improved since his first up run this season. He's second up now, and he did run some really good sectionals last season at Happy Valley. So I do like that Quinella 1 and 2. Claim Light in for third. I think he'll run nicely. And Flying Quest was a 1,200 metre winner last season here at Happy Valley, surprisingly, at the odds. He was well over 100 to 1. Matthew Poon will take the £7 off, and his run fresh up wasn't that bad. And this is a trip that'll suit. 1, 2, 10, 3.
Yeah, I went with the one as well, Chunghwa Spirit. The more I look at this race, the more I'm keen on Acclaim Light. He was 42 to 1 first up, and here he is $4.20 and money back at the moment a place. So he's obviously a horse that has improved in the last probably 6 months, I think it's fair to say, because there were some runs at the end of last season behind Literature and that were good in this grade. But that first up run was terrific from him. Flying Quest up in distance, Cheerful Boy, potential softish type of lead. So 1, 10, 3, 5.